Okay, so here's another nice chord progression here that I'm sure you'll recognize when we played up to speed. We're going to learn a new chord here. This is the E minor chord. See how it's just like a diagonal line there? That's how I want you to visualize it and memorize it. 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret, and just in that nice diagonal line. Probably put your index finger here, middle finger there, and ring finger there. It's probably the most natural way to do it, otherwise you'd have to use your pinky, right?
Right.
And so if you can zoom out, I'm going to show you something. The E minor comes after the C chord, right? So you can use any finger you want. You probably wouldn't use your pinky to play C. What I would recommend, this is kind of a challenging chord for some people, so what I would recommend doing is play the C chord with your middle finger. Okay, you want to zoom in on my finger here? So this is the C chord there. I mentioned earlier, and maybe you didn't know what I meant, that pressing down a fret below another finger is not going to make a difference, right? Right? It doesn't matter if I press that fret or not because it's on a lower fret.
Right.
Okay, so if it doesn't matter, then maybe what you can do is you can pre-position this finger here for E minor, play the C chord, and then just move these two over.
What a great idea.
C, and this finger's already there, and then just put these over here.
Wow, that's fantastic.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Go ahead and play along with Mitch. C
3, 4
to E minor.
1, 2, 3.
Back to C.
4. See, my index finger stays there the whole time. Eventually, you won't need to.
Back to C. To E minor.
One more time.
E minor. C.
See? Doesn't matter. So if it doesn't matter, might as well pre-position it there if you have to. Okay, so here's the chord progression, and we're going to do this in the same style of some of the other songs that we've done, where we utilize this strumming pattern here with that accent on 3. Well, the right hand muting on to kill the sound of the strings ringing out on beat 3. Okay, so
wait, let's get a shot of the whole thing, and then give people a chance to write down the board. You know, you can write this progression down so you have that on paper for yourself. 2 C's, 2 E minors, 2 A minors, and 2 F's. It's nice. So it's all pairs, huh? 2 C's, 2 E minors, 2 A minors, 2 F's.
and then you start over at the beginning. So it'll sound like this. I'll play it, moderate speed so you can hear how it sounds. If you didn't recognize that chord progression, you've probably been living under a rock. And we'll show you the song that this chord progression has been modified for.
I used to live under a rock.
Yeah. Well.
How do you say his
last
last name again?
You probably still hear the.
I live in Hawaii and I don't know how to say his last name properly. So I think I go under the category of someone who lives under a rock.
Oh.
Or at least I live on a rock. That's what
But you've heard that song before, that chord progression. So.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, so let's break it down really slowly, starting on the C chord.
Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
C. C again.
E minor. A minor. F. both my hands.
C. To E minor. To A minor. To F. Coming back around to the top to C.
Keep it just my
E
finger.
minor.
My index finger was there already.
A minor. To F. Are you breathing? Are you relaxing? Are you having fun? Back to C. All right. Awesome.
Okay, slightly faster.
Well, we'll do that. We'll do that in the play along. We'll practice along.
Okay, we'll pick up the tempo in the
This
practice
is our
along.
instructional piece, and we will get you on the practice along. We'll do it again, and we'll take you through the levels. Okay?
Alright.
See you in a little bit.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.